In today's video, I have my 4 favorite free plays for the NBA this Wednesday night. I did a lot of hard work and research putting in these picks together, so we're going to dive into the data, show you what I'm liking, what I'm not liking, and why I'm taking these 4 plays specifically. But before we get into those plays, we got to recap last night. Dude, I've kind of fallen off a cliff recently. Another 1-3 night. However, my best free play still did hit. Scotty Barnes under 29 PRA. We hit easy. He only had 19 combined. Great game. So we went 10 under the line. Conkinable going to hit his points. Daniel Gafford went 1 over his points. We had his under. And then who was in the last one? Michael Porter Jr. didn't even come close to his points and assist line. We don't have to talk about it. It's all right, because in my last 13 best free plays, I'm 10-3. 10-3 running my best free plays, all right? And we have hit in the NBA in the past few weeks or so, as you guys can see here, right? But as of recent, in the last week or two, hasn't been great, honestly. So, looking to get back on the horse. 3 places where you can get a ton of value, bet on the NBA. Maybe you're new to betting. We got March Madness coming up. Everyone loves to bet on March Madness. Then you have the Masters after that. And then you got MLB season coming up. NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs as well. It's a good time to be getting into sports betting. If you are, here's 3 places where you get a ton of value betting on them. First is Novig. Novig is offering a 100% deposit match on $25. So you deposit $25, Novig is going to give you another $25 to play with. They also just announced last week that they raised $75 million as a company, so they're funneling that all back into their business to provide a better experience for their users. So go sign up and get on the platform. Use my code TEACH10 to sign up. If you guys have taken my best free plays over the last 13 plays, I'm 10-3. You can do that on Novig because Novig doesn't operate like a daily fantasy sports lineup book, so you don't have to submit multiple plays in order to place a parlay or a lineup. You can place straight bets on here. So take my best free play as I'm 10-3 in my last 13, and you can be cashing out on Novig. Second place, you're getting a ton of value betting on these plays. Chalkboard. Chalkboard's offering a free pick square and a 100% deposit match guaranteed up to $100. So you deposit $100, Chalkboard will give you $100 to play with as well. They also do daily drops every single day where they hand out profit boosts like they are candy. I can't believe it, guys. It's crazy. Chalkboard gives us so much value. Go sign up. Use my code TEACH10 to unlock all those perks. Third spot is Betr. Betr is offering new users a free $10 just for signing up when you use my code TEACH10. When you do use my code, that will also unlock up to $200 in no sweat entries. So that's 2 $100 anytime tokens that you can use to place lineups, okay? No sweat entries, $200. Okay, so go get on Betr. They're also offering free squares throughout the rest of the season in the NBA. For Wednesday night, you can get a Kawhi Leonard free square. Good for 1 point or assist. That'll help boost out your lineup. So go use that if you're a new user. Get on these apps. A ton of value. $335 in value alone, just in money alone. That doesn't include the free squares and the profit boost that Chalkboard does as well. So go get on these apps. Now, let's get into today's picks for Wednesday. I'm super excited to be giving these to you all. Starting us off with Isaiah Joe over 14.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's gone over this line in 9 of his last 10 games and currently on hit 3 games in a row and kind of on the up and up in those last 3 as well. Had a back-to-back 27 combined games as well. Very, very good performance recently. Playing about 25 minutes per game, shooting about 48% from the field on about 10 attempts per game. Just went 7 of 15 in his last game. Last night for 47%, so not too bad. Also shooting 48% from 3 is ridiculous. That's insanely good. 40% or better is already great. 48%, I mean, you're almost shooting 50% from 3. That's crazy. Now, he did not shoot great from 3 last night, but it didn't matter. He still got the job done. So, even if he doesn't have the best shooting night from 3, I mean, he's still shooting very well overall. Gets a couple free throws mixed in as well. A few rebound and assist chances, but really we're focused on the points. What's going to put this line over for us. The Oklahoma City Thunder are going up against the New York Knicks, so this should be a good primetime matchup for you all to be watching in. Even if you're not betting on this game, just checking in as a fan of sports. The Knicks overall, top 5 in all 3 major stat categories in terms of how they can defend them. But I get the shooting guard position, they have a weakness, a clear weakness. 17th in points allowed, 16th in rebounds allowed, and 22nd in the league in assists allowed. Giving up about 24 points per game, that's really going to help us out. 14.5 seems way too low for this line. For Isaiah Joe, who's averaging 20.5 PRA in his last 10 games, there's got to be some disconnect here. I understand the Knicks are very good overall, but they clearly have a weakness at the shooting guard position, which is exactly why we are taking this in this spot. So Isaiah Joe over 14.5 PRA for play number 1. Now play number 2 is my best free play. Okay, we're on a 10-3 run currently in my last 13 best free plays. And for tonight's pick, on the other side of this game, it's Jalen Brunson over 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Brunson has gone over this line in 6 of his last 10 games and currently hit 3 in a row in his last 3, averaging 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists in his last 10, so 2 over the line. That's currently set at right now, so we do feel good about that. Going up against the Thunder. Thunder are second in the league in points allowed, 7th in assists, and then 24th in rebounds allowed. So they defend points and assists very well, but rebounds is where they struggle. At the point guard position, really good. Best team in the league in terms of points allowed, second best in assists, and then 16th in rebounds allowed. So you're probably like, well, TJ, this is clearly not a favorable matchup at the point guard position. Sure, by the statistics, yes, the Thunder do defend the point guard position very well, one of the best in the league. However, head-to-head, Jalen Brunson, the last 2 times he's faced up against the Thunder, 34, so gone over, and 33, so averaging right at the line that it's set at right now. The sports line makers know exactly what they're doing at 33.5. However, Brunson has gone over 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists in 4 of his last 5 games at home, where he's averaging 44.6 PRA in those games. Had one game where he had 29 against the Rockets, who are another incredibly tough defensive team. But other than that, I mean, he's had some monster performances at home recently. Feeling really, really good about that. 44.5 combined. I mean, Jalen Brunson puts on a show at home. What can we say? So I feel really great about that. Playing well recently. Can compete with the Thunder in the head-to-head matchup. Yes, a tough matchup in terms of the point guard position, but I think this is going to be a very good game between 2 very tough teams that we will see in the playoffs. They're going to be going right at it. If this is a close game, Brunson's going to be in there towards the end in the fourth quarter, making some plays and getting the job done. He's also shooting 49% from the field in his last 10 games on 18 attempts per game. Very, very good. Shooting 41% from 3 as well over his last 10, also very good. A few free throws mixed in as well, shooting those at 83% over his last 10 games. Feel great about that. Some rebound chances and assist chances sprinkled in as well. I feel very, very good for him to go over this for a 4th game in a row, despite the tough matchup at the point guard position. That is why this is my favorite play of the day. Jalen Brunson over 33.5 PRA. Now, if you guys want to get my best free play, or my best free plays in general, every single day before you're even seeing this YouTube video, you guys can sign up for my Winible store absolutely free. Link will be in the description below to sign up. I also have weekly and monthly VIP access as well for those picks. Those have been a ton of fun to give out. But I will post my best free plays, my lineup of these 4 plays that I'm showing you, about an hour or 2 before the YouTube video drops. I will also post my YouTube video goes live in Winible as well. So you'll get text when I post my plays in there, and you'll get it early. All right. Obviously, you don't get the full in-depth analysis and breakdown like you do on here, but you're getting access early, so you can get my plays before you even tuck into bed at night. You can sleep well, dream about Jalen Brunson just hooping. All right. Now, back to the plays. Play number 3, CJ McCollum over 20.5 points and rebounds. He has gone over this line in 7 of his last 10 games, averaging 21.5 points and rebounds, so 1 over the line. It's currently set out for us. He's had a few monster games mixed in, had a 38-point game. Wow, 38-point game mixed in there. 25-point game with 6 rebounds as well, not too shabby. He's hit each of his last 2, and really, if you're looking here, it's 7 out of his last 8 games where he's hit, if you exclude the last 2. The Hawks are going up against the Milwaukee Bucks, who rank 17th in points allowed and 18th in rebounds allowed overall. But at the point guard position, a little bit worse. 20th in points allowed and 24th in rebounds allowed. It's giving up 26 points per game and 7 rebounds per game to the point guard position. An incredibly good matchup for us for a guy who's had a lot of green on the screen right here, right? What do we say? 7 out of the last 8. Bottom 10 defending point guards overall in these 2 stat categories. I feel really good about that. McCollum shooting 42% over his last 10 games, playing about 30 minutes as well. Get some free throws mixed in and some threes as well. That's a recipe for success to go over 20.5 points and rebounds. Now for play number 4, another play that I really, really love. Ryan Rollins over 21 points, rebounds, and assists. I know it's an even line, and that's why PrizePicks sucks. And you guys should be using Novig instead, or any other platform where you can better line. Go get on Chalkboard too. Like this is what I'm telling you guys. Like people use PrizePicks because it's one of the first apps to blow up, and it has a lot of credibility. Sure, but lines get nuked on there all the time. You get a ton of better value on Novig and Chalkboard, but for Ryan Rollins, he has gone over this line in 8 of his last 10 games, right? He had one where he hit exactly at, so if you included that, 9 out of his last 10, right? He didn't hit in the last game, obviously. Tough game against the Celtics, who are one of the best defensive teams in the league, if not the best. But what really stood out to me was not that, yes, they're going up against the Hawks. The Hawks are, ranked pretty bad. 21st in points allowed, 26th in rebounds allowed, 17th in assists allowed, sure. A little bit worse against point guards, kind of similar, honestly. What really stood out to me was I said, okay, he's hit 8 of his last 10. I wonder how many before he's hit in, if he has at all, if that streak continued. Look over the last 20 games. He had hit this line in 13 straight games, right? 14 if you include the one where he just hits the line. Absolutely insane. Like, it's crazy, dude. 14 in a row. Like, the line must have been mispriced in these games. I don't understand why it's still so low. Averaging 26.5, essentially, PRA over those last 20 games. I feel really, really good about this. For him to bounce back from one miss and to go back over. I mean, looking on the season, he's hit this line at 69%. Missed in what? How many games? 18 games. And then he's had 1, 2, 3, 4 games where he's pushed. So missed in 14 games out of 58 I'll take that hit rate every single day of the week. So that is incredible stuff. Again, the Hawks are 15th in points allowed, 20th in rebounds allowed, and 24th in assists allowed to point guard. So slightly better in terms of the points, but the rebounds and assists, not as good. So I still feel really good. 21 feels like too low of a line. Averaging 27 over his last 10. This line is too low. Ryan Rollins going over. He's playing about 33 to 34 minutes over his last 10, shooting 48% from the field on 14 or 15 attempts per game, shooting 42% from 3. Very impressive. So, hey, man, feel really good about this play to round us out. So let's quickly recap those plays before we get on out of here. All right. Starting us off, Isaiah Joe over 14.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Jalen Brunson over 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists, which is my favorite play of the day. CJ McCollum over 20.5 points and rebounds, and Ryan Rollins over 21 points, rebounds, and assists. Lastly, guys, if you're not signed up to Pikkit yet, go sign up. Download the Pikkit app, use my promo code TEACH10, sync up a sportsbook that has 10 more bets placed on it, and you will get a deposit from Pikkit, $3 or $100. They will pay you to sign up to use the app when you use my code. I'm not kidding. What Pikkit does is syncs up all of your sportsbooks, puts them in one spot so you guys can see your combined records and your balances as well, so you're not juggling between all of your different apps to stay on top of your game. Guys, if you're gambling on picks consistently, like every single day or every week, you guys need to stay organized. Make sure you're tracking your picks, all right? We all know there's ups and downs. Don't go overboard. Track your picks. Stay organized. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on post notifications. I really do enjoy the support. We're almost at 80 subscribers on this channel. You guys have been absolutely crushing it in this community. I'm excited for what we're building. Ready to hit 100 subscribers. I'm feasting. I'm ready for it. So with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow for more picks.